Hello, I'm John Barboza, and you are watching Hypnotism 101. As I mentioned in the past, there are movies that can instill fear in people when it comes to hypnosis. And The Manchurian Candidate is a great example of one of those movies. There are two versions, the one made in 1962 starring Frank Sinatra, Lawrence Harvey, and Janet Leigh, and the 2004 remake starring Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep, and Liev Schreiber. The remake's creative tagline is "Everything is under control," and the originals is "Once believable, now unthinkable." Both movies are equally well done, and I recommend you see them because you will be watching two slightly different movies about hypnosis and brainwashing. In the original movie, the way the director filmed the brainwashing demonstrations was masterfully filmed so that the audience can see the perspectives of each brainwashed individual. And both versions display the almost robotic mannerisms of the hypnotized and brainwashed men who were trained to kill with no memory of their actions. When asked about their sergeant, they always cited the same sentence verbatim. A post-hypnotic suggestion is when you give the person who is hypnotized a suggestion and they carry out that suggestion when they are no longer hypnotized. For instance, when you tell a person when they are hypnotized that they will no longer smoke, after emerging them from hypnosis, they stop smoking. And throughout both movies, you can see the actions of post-hypnotic suggestions as they occur. Some examples are when one of the characters can't seem to light or put a cigarette in his mouth. And another time is when the brainwashed individual unexpectedly hears the suggestions to pass the time with a game of solitaire, followed by the suggestion to take a cab and go jump in the lake. Pass the time with a game of solitaire is the induction to go into hypnosis, and seeing the Queen of Diamonds is the trigger that causes the hypnotized person to carry out the deed or suggestion to go take a cab and jump in the lake. Another interesting hypnotic induction is the sequence of how the person's name is said, which causes him to go deeply into hypnosis, and it also causes amnesia, having no recollection of who the doctor or specialist is. This movie is filled with straightforward and covert hypnotic references and shocking, mind-boggling violence, which understandably can make some audience members leery of getting hypnotized. This is a much darker side of hypnosis mixed with politics, power, and deceit, which is enough to scare anyone into believing that the unthinkable can happen when hypnotized. I'm John Barboza, and this is Hypnotism 101.